Now, from WBZ Sports, this is Burton Ernie Talk Football with Fauria.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Burton Ernie Talk Football with Fauria. I'm Steve Burton. It's Super Bowl week. The Pats and Seahawks are both in Santa Clara for Sunday's game. But as we tape this show, all eyes are on Drake Maye, and more specifically, Drake Maye's shoulder. I want to bring alongside Ernie Adams, alongside Christian Fauria. All eyes are on Drake Maye. Right now, all eyes on that Super Bowl trophy.
This bad boy right here. This is
I like it, Ernie.
Hey, this is a hardware and jewelry game.
Yes.
There is a hat and T-shirt.
Yeah.
Hardware and jewelry game.
Hardware and jewelry, a little more permanent.
Yeah, well, not even a consolation prize for this. If you lose the Super Bowl, they rush you off the field.
Hey, tell people what Super Bowl trophy that is.
This is from Super Bowl 51, where the Patriots, we beat the Atlanta Falcons.
23 game.
The 28-3. Nobody remembers, because the score of the game was 34-28.
Nobody knows that score.
Around here, we all know the score was 28-3 with 2:12 to go in the third quarter.
I love it.
Specifics.
You call it hardware and jewelry because you got your Super Bowl ring to match.
Right, you got the jewelry. Goes with the hardware.
Can you hold up the ring there?
Hold up the ring, yeah. So there we go.
I didn't know it was show and tell today.
Well, you got yours. You just didn't bring it in.
I don't even know if I know where mine are, to be honest with you.
You got to know where your Super Bowl ring is. I'm sorry.
I did lose them for like 2 years. That's no word of a lie.
You lost your Super Bowl ring?
I never really lost them. I just couldn't quite find them. I was just telling Ernie, like, I was looking all over for them for 2 years, and lo and behold, I took them in for a Super Bowl trip, and I put them in my backpack, and then I forgot they were in the backpack until I was at the airport one more time, and the guy's like, hey, you got to go through security check again, and there were the rings.
Can you hold up your hand one more time so we can get a good shot of that?
Right
here. Just leave it right there.
Close up on that?
There you go. They're zooming in now.
Leave it there.
Is that your favorite one?
Well, no. This is for beating the Seahawks in Super Bowl 49.
Okay.
So that's a Seahawk ring.
There's a message we're sending to the Seahawks.
So you got the Atlanta Falcons trophy.
Right. We
got the Seahawks ring.
Yeah.
So you represent. You got all types of trophies and rings, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I can't go out without my diamonds. Right?
I love it. All right, we got to talk about this quarterback situation because right now all eyes are on Drake Maye, and we're filming this show, a few days earlier,
right?
Yeah.
And we all should know this, but we have yet to see Drake Maye throw a pass.
Yeah, I'm going into this assuming, that he's going to be fine on Sunday.
You know what to say about assumptions.
Right. Bill Parcells' rule number 1 about coaching a football team: assume nothing.
Assume nothing.
Okay, but we're just media people here in the studio at WBC, and I'm assuming Drake Maye will be ready to go on Sunday.
Okay, so you assume he's going to play. Yeah, I would feel pretty confident that he's going to play. How effective he is by it, we're never going to know. Mm-hmm. No one's ever going to tell you. He sure as heck isn't going to tell you either, because he doesn't seem like the type of guy that's going to allow an injury to be an excuse. Right? The great ones don't allow that to happen, and they don't tell you unless you're Peyton Manning, and then everybody knows how hurt you are. And then
shot at Manning.
I'm just saying, he's like the only guy in the NFL that ever gets hurt and plays through pain. Another subject for another day. But I think, listen, it could be limited, but we don't know. But all I know is there's not a chance that he misses this game. How hurt he is, I mean, we'll see it when we see it.
Shoot him up. They're gonna shoot him up with shots, and this is what you do.
They'll have.
You're hesitant about admitting that, but that's what they do.
No, I don't know if you do. For a shoulder, but if he just can't function, if he's got something, if he needs surgery, he won't play. But if he can get on the field and be reasonably effective, he'll play.
Why are you rolling your eyes here?
I will tell you, if there is a joint or a socket, there's room for a needle. And I would say, if I was playing in the Super Bowl, you line them up. Line them up. I want 5.
Hey, that's what Brady did. Brady.
But I will say, none of us really know the medical condition. We have, I haven't talked to the doctor who examined him.
Right.
So I'm not going to pretend sitting here, that I actually know.
Right.
What shape his shoulders. I just haven't been around a lot of players. It's Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl. If there's any way humanly possible he can go, he's going to go.
He's going to go.
Yes.
Yeah, I concur with that.
Do you know how many times Brady got hurt and never said anything? You know how many injuries Brady has played through
Well, yeah, I'm sure it's a lot. I mean, he played until he was like 43.
It's the National Football League, and these guys, the Patriots, are playing their 21st football game that counts.
Wow.
I mean, that's just, first of all,
that's a great point.
It's too many.
It's too many games. And they want to add another one.
And I will say, if you want to add another one, you should be required to go into the training room after games and see what guys are playing through.
So you're saying it's too many games?
I would say basically, yeah. It's because what you end up having is, you're playing this game. There's backups, there's practice squad guys, because there's so much attrition.
Right.
It's just it's too many. Given how fast and strong the players are, there's violent collisions. You can only take so much in a 6-month period.
Well, we all saw that guy, the Denver Broncos guy, land on Drake Maye.
Yeah.
Okay, he
Very
went down.
awkward landing.
Yeah, awkward landing into the turf. The only game the only season Brady didn't play was when he hurt his leg.
Yeah,
right.
When he couldn't bend his leg.
Yeah,
right?
what Brady played through is remarkable.
It's remarkable. All those
I'll
years.
just go. I mean, just when he cut his hand alone.
Right.
That was in itself probably one of the greatest performances playing hurt.
And what did Belichick say? He's not going.
It's not brain surgery or whatever. Yeah, it's like let's downplay it as much as possible.
He's not having Brady's got
open heart surgery or something like that.
Surgery.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a football coach for you.
Yeah.
Right, but listen, but on the other hand, if you've got a player who's not going to be able to play effectively in the game, then you got to make a decision. Then you got to make a decision.
Well, the general rule is that I used to hear all the time is you have to be able to protect yourself. And I remember one time David Givens in that Super Bowl. David Givens had the locker room next to, I think it was Super Bowl 30 at 30. I'm not sure, but you had to work out David Givens to make sure that he could play. And David came in dead this is before the Super Bowl. I was like, dude, what have you been doing? He was tired. Ernie put him through this.
Oh, you had to work him out ahead of time?
Because you have to turn your inactive list in.
Yes, this is part of it.
And so if there are guys who you don't know if they can play or not, depending on what the injury is, we would take them out and take a look. And sometimes, during the season, you'd say, okay, you could play, but you risk hurting yourself further. You're better off not playing this week.
Yeah, so that was a big thing. I remember him being because if you say, hey, I can play, and then you can't, now we're a man down.
Right.
So you can't risk that. So you have to be sure.
And the rule, like Bill would have, there are some players, like the veterans, like a Tom Brady, like a Mike Vrabel.
Right.
You say, can you play today? And you would trust them.
Yeah.
If there's young players, rookies, we got to see it.
Coach. You got to see it.
Well, I got to see it because, we can't put you on the active roster 2 minutes and hey, I can't play today.
Ooh,
which has happened before.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh, all right. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I like the trophy, like the ring.
Yeah, I like the trophy and I like the ring too.
I'm patting it.
Let's see if we can bring some more home. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we head to the whiteboard. We're going to take a look at the Seahawks. Stay tuned. You're watching Burton Ernie Talk Football with Fauria. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Burton Ernie Talk Football with Fauria at the whiteboard. We're talking Rams, Seahawks, NFC title game, and the Rams blew it.
Well, the situation we have, there's just a little over a minute to go in the first half.
Right.
Rams got the ball. They're about on their own 35.
So Seahawks are in red.
Seahawks are in red on defense.
Right.
Rams, and it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Okay. And the Rams have a pass play called, and so they got the basic shock type route over here on the strong side, and the Seahawks defense, they're in cover 2 on the strong side, and they have what we call poach coverage. So this weak safety, instead of just going to his deep half, he's coming working over towards the strong side.
Okay, because he's got so many guys over there. So he's got to cover this area.
So he's working over in case they run somebody vertical.
By the way, that Super Bowl ring is blinding, but go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
I like it.
That's what I do. I use it to blind you. But what it gives you, when you see this move, because you've got to know what the safety. If you're trying to play quarterback without knowing what the safeties are doing, you're in for a long day.
Okay.
So you've got to know that basically you're one-on-one over here with your ex.
Right.
This is Devontae Adams. And this is where he had a legit shot right here.
How do you not go to Devontae Adams?
Right. And I know it's 3rd and 5. He may have wanted to throw a shorter pass, but you've got, this is an opportunity for a big play,
right,
which they didn't take. So he looks here, comes back, he's got his back here, and, do a great job breaking the pass up. They got a punt.
So they blew it by. He went left side.
He looked left. Well, that's where all the coverage is coming.
Right.
But that as soon as the ball snapped, you see this safety working laterally.
Right.
So this is an opportunity to go weak side 1-on-1.
And then here comes Seattle.
And they missed. They punt, and now Seattle's got the ball.
Yeah, because I remember. So as you draw it up, so they were they kind of mismanaged the clock. The Rams threw it a bunch, didn't chew up enough time. So when they didn't get the first down, the Seahawks got the ball back with what you would think would not be enough time, but they end up doing a great job, and then they get points out of it going into halftime.
Unbelievable.
That was a big shift in the game.
So what happens is now Seattle's got the ball,
right,
and they've got Smith and Jigba over here, and they're in the gun.
Barner.
And Cooper Kupp comes in motion over here, and he snaps the ball just a little bit inside. He's getting outside. So now Njigba is the slot receiver.
Right.
And as Christian knows, when you're the inside receiver against cover 2, you got the chance going down the middle. All right. So what happens is
beacon of an opportunity.
Right. So they're in cover 2, and
where cover 2 means two deep safeties.
2 deep safeties.
Yep.
They're splitting like this.
Right.
And Smith and Jigba is going right down the middle of the field.
Because that's the open area.
That's the open area. They don't get any kind of jam on them. So this is like going out warming up before practice. I'm just cruising down through on air. They're in Tampa 2, or as we know it was originally Pittsburgh 2,
right?
But Tampa 2. So this middle linebacker, he's a little confused because he's looking over to the single receiver side. So normally you want him running with your slot guy, but he's going the wrong way. Wide open down the middle. Darnold sees it. There's a 40-yard completion, which is the key play leading to a touchdown. So now, instead of the Rams hitting the play to Devontae Adams and being up 10 at the half,
it's a complete turnaround.
The Seahawks they're up by 4.
Wow.
And that's like a 14-point swing. But this is a case of the quarterback seeing the right thing, knowing when to be aggressive. You can't, and it's the Super Bowl, but you can't play the game scared.
Right.
If you see a chance for a play, you got to take it because you may not get another chance.
Will Drake Maye play the game scared?
You know what? Everything I've seen with Drake playing this year, the answer to that is no.
Okay. That's good to know.
Well, I would also just real quickly, this is another example of how one play changes everything. You think, and then to your point, you miss your opportunity. You give them too much time. They don't play scared. They are aggressive. They figure it out, and then they get the points.
Okay, so the last time you faced Sam Darnold, you guys came up with a defense where he was seeing ghosts.
Well, he was a young player, and right.
He was seeing ghosts.
And he said it.
Right.
I mean, that's one of the all-time great
quotes.
It must have made you feel really good that you were trying to convince him that he was seeing ghosts, and sure enough, I see ghosts.
Right, but it's taking. This is why it takes a little while, you've got to have somebody who's teaching them what to look at.
Right.
Because if you're not, if you're looking at the wrong things, where'd that safety come from? Well, it came from right there, but you weren't looking at him.
Which is why Drake has Josh. Right. When they go to the sideline, they go over plays.
Right. Hey, you never see Drake and Josh standing up on the sideline
just wasting time.
The defense. Right. They are sitting there.
Working.
They're locked in.
Right. Hey, this is what they played. Here and this is okay. Next 3rd and 8. This is our call. This is what we're thinking. So it's what you do all week with the quarterback. You just carry through on Sunday.
All right. Time for a break. Next up, we're staying here at the whiteboard to talk about Seattle blitzes. You want to stick around for that as well.
We're kind of hungry too.
Yeah, there you go. Welcome back to the whiteboard. Burton Ernie, talk football with Fauria. We're talking Seattle blitzes and why a quarterback better have his eyes up at all times. Drake Maye.
Right, so this is a basic weak side pressure.
Yep.
In fact, it's the same one that the Chargers ran that they didn't execute correctly, that they had got off the goal line with the little check down to Stevenson.
Got it.
And because these guys, Mike McDonald, and Jesse Miller, they're all from the Baltimore family. They all run some of the same blitzes with some of the
Harbaugh
same.
family?
The Harbaugh
Okay.
family. Well, it's all from Jim Johnson, not Jim.
Oh, old school Jim Johnson.
Yeah,
Wow,
who
okay.
in Philadelphia back because they were all together.
He was in Seattle, too.
Andy Reid,
Yep.
Right. So this is the basic weak side blitz.
Yep.
And we've talked about Mike points and everything else. But what the quarterback's got, this is a 3-by-1 formation.
3-by-1.
So you got 3 receivers on the strong side, 1 on the weak side.
Okay, 3-by-1. Got it.
Which you may or may not be in 3-by-1 when they call the blitz, and you may very well be offensively in a 2-by-2 formation. Okay? So what happens now is the defense has no problem with coverage on the weak side here with playing it this way. So the defense they have to come and adjust. So what they will do is the nickel will now drop back, and he'll play the deep half,
Okay.
and they'll end up, the safety will be
Move it
over the
over.
top. So they're playing a form of cover 2 against with the zone blitz on, so that they can handle the coverage on the weak side, because the corners then going to roll up.
Okay, so who's coming?
So who's coming? They're still going to have the same people coming. But they will keep that on.
Okay.
But now they have to adjust the coverage.
So what you're saying is this safety is coming?
He's coming. He is.
So who's got his spot?
That's
Does the Mike got to get all the way over there?
No, because they're going to spin the whole defense behind them, so the Mike will be working weak, but he doesn't have anything deep because they've got a safety deep behind him. But for the quarterback,
yes,
the big thing is for Drake Maye, when you're looking over here and you see the nickel start working back deep, you've got to know there's a reason he's working back deep over here, because the blitz is coming from
the other side.
And if I don't understand that the nickel here is indicating blitz to my other side, I may get hit in the back of the head. So I've got to know, as soon as I see this and that safety start working, this is tied in with a blitz coming.
Okay, so it's really interesting.
On a 2-by-2. And I, as a quarterback, I know I'm 3-by-1 or I know I'm 2-by-2. When I'm 2-by-2, I see the nickel start working back, the safety working there. I know they're telling you it's pressure coming.
And the other thing is, with motions and pre-snap alignment, he's trying to gather information. Does this guy give it away too soon? Are they showing? Is the safety coming down? What's the strong side linebacker doing? Right, like Brady was excellent at that. The guys who get it, they see it before it happens.
Listen, one of the biggest edges that Tom Brady had playing quarterback was that he could do the mental gymnastics with 70,000 people screaming, but he had it all. Hey, I see a guy moving a little bit.
I know what you're doing.
I know what's coming.
Beforehand.
And then if you add the tendencies with down and distance, it kind of narrows what they actually are capable of doing.
So
there's less stuff for you to actually transfer.
You have to be smart, and you have to be smart enough to do it when there's 11 war daddies over here who are coming to take the war daddies.
Got some war daddies now.
Yeah, who are coming to take your head off. So it's going fast, and you got to be able to do it. You can't be up there thinking about it. I see it. I know it's coming. Do it.
All right. So Drake's up at the line, or he's in shotgun. Okay. And this is pre-snap look.
Yeah.
You see the nickel. All of a sudden, the nickel.
It may be or you may not. They'll try to hide it. It may be late. But the big thing is you're seeing where those people are going. This guy over here.
If he backs up, he's trying to cover area.
There's a blitz coming from the other side.
You see the announcers try to guess all the time. They'll read the body language of the defense and go, "Oh, here they come." And sometimes they're right, and sometimes they fake. They're bluffing.
But the biggest thing is, you can hide it pre-snap.
Yeah.
Okay, once the ball snapped, you got to go.
Yeah.
I say you got to see the safeties. They never lie to you after the snap. They
got to get to where they got to get to.
They've got to get to, and if they don't get to where they're supposed to be, they're burned. So but you got to know what's going to happen, anticipate it, and it's all going fast.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Who's better than Ernie?
Nobody. We come back. We're talking Super Bowl stories with Ernie and Christian. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We're talking Super Bowl stories with Ernie Adams and Christian Fauria. Ernie, what do you got?
So, if you remember Super Bowl 39, we played the Eagles in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And that was a time where Presidents Bush won and Bill Clinton were going around raising relief for the tsunami that had hit.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. So, before the game, the officials always come to both locker rooms and have a meeting with the head coach who's your captains,
right,
all that kind of stuff. And so Bill and I are standing out in the hallway outside, because Bill never wanted them coming in the locker room. We always met them in the hallway. So we're standing in the hallway waiting, the officials, and here comes down the hall George Herbert Walker Bush, Bill Clinton, Barbara Bush is coming, snapping pictures. They go, this looks interesting. Then the officials come. So we did the officials meeting with 2 presidents, Barbara Bush. I love it. And I got the full Bill Clinton, because he, being the master politician. What's a day like this like in your life?
That's great.
That's what he said. And there's also, I will tell you, I think Paul McCartney was doing the halftime, and the officials said, "Look, Coach, Paul McCartney's on at halftime. If he wants to do an extra song, nobody's going to tell him to stop. We'll let you know when the second half."
That's what the ref said.
Wow,
that is exactly what he said.
That's amazing.
What's your story,
I'll
Christian?
do mine real quick. I mean, you know about this. The Super Bowl 38, my mom ended up going to the concession stand and wanted to get something to eat. She heard a bunch of noise and then sprinted to the tunnel to see what was going on. Well, she lost her balance. She fell. She dislocated her shoulder. They had to go get my dad, who was sitting in the seats, to tell him that he had to leave the game to take my mom to the emergency room. Well, as luck would have it, the game came down to the wire. Adam Vinatieri kicked the game-winning field goal, and my dad, I'm sorry, Dad, watched it from a hospital, right? But very next year, we went to the Super Bowl again. I said, "Hey, don't worry about it. We're going to go again." But we strapped my mom down in a seatbelt. She wasn't allowed to leave her seat. And then we won that one as well.
Way to go,
okay, I got it in.
Hey, you backed it up.
I backed it up.
I love it.
I thought I helped backing that up, though.
I remember interviewing your parents.
Yeah, you did. My dad, how upset was my dad that he had to go? My poor mom. It's not her fault. Well, it kind of is, but still.
Prediction time. What do you got?
Fourth quarter, Sam Darnold will see a ghost. Patriots will win.
Oh, jeez. I can't say they're going to lose on this show. They're going to win, but I don't know how. I'm just going to say Patriots win.
All right.
I'm going to say Patriots win.
Perfect. I love it. I love the ring. I love the trophy. And now we're only missing a parade. Thumbs up.
We're taking the show on the road.
That's right.
Duck boats.
Right? Parade. Great job, guys. Thank you very much. It's been fun. That's going to do it for this week. Glad you joined us for Burton Ernie Talk Football with Fauria. You can find us anytime on YouTube.
You nailed it.